Also good. Okay, I want to show all the faces, please. You sure don't mind you move down your camera for a while so I can see all your faces. I only see your foreheads. Thank you. Liang Ning, your face, please. How you should? How are you?
Sorry.
How are you? 别来无恙吧？还好吧？
还好，可以。
还好啊，好，谢谢。我希望你等一下跟我切磋一下啊。Okay, because we're going to go through all the essay. All right. I done. So just sit back and relax and go through the. In fact, today we are going through the essay. At the end of the day, can someone remind me that? Hi, 天祥，你好。Hi, 天祥。
Hi。
左青龙，右白虎。
左青龙，右白虎，上朱雀，下玄武，中间有黄龙。
哎，帮我写下来给我 ，send 给我。我要跟我师傅讲一下，不然每次我去那边，我师傅就讲我说每次放错手。OK， 左青龙，白右虎。OK， 谢谢。好，各位四方的英雄好汉，武当少林峨眉盖班。Whatever it is, okay, this is how I start off my lesson. Anyway, today we're going to go through all the essay. At the end of the lesson, please remind me of the March holidays. No, sorry, not the March issue that we're going to cover. Okay, as we go along the way, okay, it's going to get tougher. It's going to get more things. As you know, the rest minus I done, all of you total have 22 essays that you're supposed to submit to me by somewhere on the 14th of March, right? Whatever it is, some of you have sent me your essay. So I really enjoy reading it. Okay, so let me share the screen and what I'm going to teach you today. Okay, here we are. Is it sharing now? Thank you. I'm sure anyone you want to check with me, just let me know. Because I'm okay. Today's lesson is actually setting out your creative story and then how you create the paragraph. I think more or less we've done it. So these are the 4 questions that we're going to go through the homeworks. These are the 4 essays that we're going to go through it. Now, mind you, I'm going to share with about 2 essays that was written from my student in the classroom base. Okay. So as I mentioned before, that they are all inspired by all of you who are in the online, who are able to write beautiful essay. Liang Ning is the best. You've complete all the 4 essays. But I have to say, please, your 4 essay, because it's all bits and pieces and parts in here and there. So it's best that you can complete all, but it's a good job. Okay, you give me an idea what you're doing, because I know only those Sec 2 students, you are starting to feel the argumentative essay coming on along. As what Ranchen just was talking about, whether animal circus is going to stop, totally eliminated. One of the reasons why the animals circle is eliminated, I did not hear you correctly, or Ranchen, correct me if I'm wrong, is that, okay, these animals are being starved to death at time. Okay, due to not because of COVID-19, because you see, because of when the world announced that please do not visit animal circles, of course you will not have customers, you will not have people coming in. So as a result, when people are visiting the animal circus, they'll get lesser and lesser participants or people is going to watch the animal circle. So without the income, without the money, the profit coming in, these animals eventually will not have enough food to eat. So it end up, they might slowly die of hunger. So one of the very strong reasons that is starvations. It's the same things like last year or so, I heard that some of the zoo, they don't even have money to buy food for the animals in the zoo due to the COVID-19. As a result, most of the animals starve to death. Very sad. So there was a few years asked about this question with my students. Do you think we should have zoo? Okay, so again, whether you have zoo or animal circles, it's because honestly, you're not going to expect Uncle Raymond or any one of you to go to Africa and go to the wild safari to see the tiger and lions. No way I'm going to do it, seriously. Okay, I have enough my 2 years in my army life, okay, in the forest, in all these things. So I'm not going to do this. I'm not so adventurous of people visiting the animals or this. Like last year, December, when I brought my youngest son to the, what is it called? The Singapore safari. Okay, I really cannot take it anymore. Queuing up and looking at the animals. It's like, yeah, they might have free food by the zookeeper and things like that. I strongly believe the animals should not be kept in the zoo or even animal circus due to number one, the freedom. Just imagine you watch the ape of the world, or there's a movie about the apes rule the whole country, whole world, and the humans are being locked up as like part of the other way around. So how will you feel it? Now, always at the end of the day, children, when you write the moral of the story, like Ranchen, since you finished the essay, the end of the day, the last paragraph, the conclusion, what have you learned? What is the moral of the story? The moral of the story is that we should have freedom for animals and people. Now, this world doesn't belong to just humans' world, but unfortunately, because the human is dominating the whole entire world, it's because they're using technology. In fact, the weakest link among all the living things itself is human. It's not animals. Okay, animals have strong claws, teeth, and things like that. Okay, if you tell me, yeah, but Uncle Raymond, humans got Ye Wun, Yong Chun Quan, Hong Quan, whatever, Quan, karate, taekwondo. Yes, this is another thing. Yeah, our bare hands is one of the most, what they call, vital lethal weapons, which I think some of you will heard that. Last week, I was attending my police retraining of my armed combat. Yes, it's true. After you break this, break that, you handcuff the person here and there. But at the end of the day, sometimes you still have to take your baton, take your gun to stop the suspect for taking a knife or a gun, things like that. Why I'm saying that? Because humans is actually using technology. Okay, the most poisonous things is not animals. The most poisonous things is human words and human weapons. Okay, in the past of the case,
I'm already a victim of those already. I already told them to stop, but they wouldn't.
Just like SPCA, you know, some animals was being abused and things like that. So I hope these generations, the T generation in the IC in Singapore, I'm not sure, or around the world, a lot of people say this generation are the 草莓族, are the strawberry generations, so useless, so hopeless, so nothing. But at the end of the day, who are to blame? Is it you guys? You are born in this world, just this world, ma? What about your grandparents and your great-grandparents? Worse, they are born in the world of all the revolutions, the war. Are they to blame? So same thing, creative lessons, we were talking about argumentative, it's always two sides of the coin. There's always black and white. Now, like yesterday, my friend visited me, said every professional, every occupation should have black sheep. In Chinese, we call 害群之马. So to answer Ray Chen, your essay will be definitely very good, but of course, your structure of English, your content and your grammar and your SMART. By now, all of you think 苦瓜烂. So what is SMART? The setting, main character, atmosphere, reason, and the title. Now, I agree with Liang Ning. Now, you tell them no point. Sorry, this is recording. I have no biasness, anything, but to be honest, okay, every time when my elder son will argue with me about pollutions, or my student argue with me about certain global warming or certain things, try not to waste food or all these things, I always first thing in my mind is, don't tell me, man. Okay, don't tell the Asian people, don't tell China, Japan, or Malaysia, or Indonesia, or Vietnam. That's my opinion. Okay, I don't want to get sued for whatever it is. Please go and tell the American people first before you tell me. That's my opinion. Okay, I'm not against them, but this is what I feel. Now, you can tell that human rights, everything's, but do you realize America has the most gunfire killing in the college, in the schools, and you know, a lot of my friends even walk in New York City also got robbed and things like that. Okay, my godmom, who is a Vietnamese, stay in San Jose, also got racism and things like that. So I feel it. And now, no need to cover, no need to travel in US. You all can see what happened to US now. The highest death rates because of COVID-19, because of one word, my freedom. I don't want to put on mask. So this is my perspective. So this is my argumentative. Okay, I'm not saying all Americans people are bad, B-A-D, bad and make us mad, and not us make us glad and make us so sad. But the whole truth is that we need to balance our view. So when we write an essay, we must first convince the examiner and the person you argue. So Ranchen, now you understand why 2-minute presentations. You see, you are from SJI, correct me if I'm wrong. So what is the point? If I'm the teacher, I'm going to receive all 20 beautiful essays written. But can you impress me to be able to express it so that you will not depress me by marking your paper later on? So you get it now, Ranchen. So it's very important that you need to impress and express your writing by standing up. You can write a beautiful, then you Ranchen, you're going to tell me, yeah, why this teacher like that? Yishu might tell me, so 我写得很好，为什么还要呈现给大家看呢？ It's the same thing, children. All of you is going to be a leader when you grow up. 你将会做总裁，还是 manager， 还是 director， 还是你自己做老板？ You need to write a beautiful proposal and give it to your client, or give it to your customers, or give it to your supplier, whatever it is, or to your big boss. The first thing is, okay, 艾丹、梁宁、于是、一波 do a presentation 5 minutes. Why should I buy your this product? Why should I buy your this proposal? Why should I buy this idea? This is where your 长年累月 all your efforts that you put on writing skill. You need to write because the train of thoughts must be there. Remember, the train of thought is all the ideas that in place with it. Okay, this is what I meant here. Okay, this is the structures here, something like that. Okay, it's not for me, it's like copy from a book. Okay, so later on, we're going to talk about here formal letter writing. Some of you will be from IP students, will not have all this situation writing. There are different types of situation writing. So raft. Okay, this is the format, how to do raft. Okay, so this is what you mean. How you're going to write a letter using raft. Of course, Uncle Raymond has another methods. Now, my advice is that every time when you come up a new topic, a new something, you must come up your own formula. You must come up your own idea. Okay, just like for example, I'm learning Hong Quan with my Sifu. So I've been practicing a few months until my Sifu tell me, Raymond, you always never practice, never do that, never watch the video. I feel very bad as a teacher myself. It's true. I admit, I say I'm so sorry. So I had to practice and show it in front of him. Then he asked me, why do you need to practice all this move? You mean 你跟人家真的打架，你是真的？等一下，我第一拳是这样，你的手要过来，第二拳是这样。No, right? So the reason is because when writing skills help you eventually to understand the needs and wants of your customers. 记住啊，这是很重要的。All right, Aitan, maybe you're new. So in case you're not sure, Aitan, maybe you just tell me. My one is pets. Yes, Mingy, can. PSCS is from your school, from your this. Mine is using customer. CUSTOMERS. Uncle Raymond is always choosing a very long-winded one. OK， 我要比人家好就对了。OK， 好像我的 history 的 class 也是一样，我 SS 的 class 也是这样。OK， purpose, audience, context, and sender. Yes, exactly here, same. Where is it? But I would like to have the sender is who? The role, yes. Who is the audience? Hey, Mingy, why you take away? Put it back, please. Share with the rest of the student. I don't care which country you're from, or where you're from, or which school you're from. There is always, listen carefully, serious. When I say serious, means serious. There is always a strict pattern to follow, a strict format. So I'm sure about you, Liang Ning, or the rest of issue. I got students always argue with me, 老师, Uncle Raymond, my teacher say, all the address must be on the right-hand side of the foolscap paper. Then the other students say, my teacher say must be on the left-hand side. Then at the end of it, you'll say, yours sincerely. No. If I write to daddy, mommy, it's yours lovely, yours truly, yours faithfully, your best regards. 到底是哪一个是对？公说公有理，婆说婆有理，其中道理在哪里？哎呀 there is no right and wrong answer. As long as you know, next time I will explain to you when we are doing situation writing. Okay, I mean, for those IP students, you will not have situation writing. I understand, but it's part and parcel to be fair to my other students. Okay, but for now on, later on, this one will be next month the issue there. Okay, we're not going to talk about this anymore first. So let's, in case I forget, next one will be this three. You guys jolly well can read what is war, society, and security. Now, this three topic is very dry, very detailed, very heavy. Heavy means 很多资料要去贡献跟读的。Why? Because this topic is not for my set 1, set 2. It's all the way from my P6 all the way to my set 4. Okay, we are involved in all these things. The war, I got last year, my student talk about war is that, Uncle Raymond, war is not necessary that you can find an enemy that can sin. I got another student talk about war is 知己知彼，百战百胜. Wow, very good. You're Chinese, I say. How you say English? Know myself, know better, so that I can know my enemy better. So it was doing online seriously with some of my students. So everyone laughing. Uncle Raymond, it's not like that. It's know by yourself and know thy and die thy thy enemy. I say nothing wrong. At least 他懂得怎么 convert into saying it. Okay, so at least you know what is the meaning. 知己知彼，百战百胜. So I got one student say that Uncle Raymond, war itself is not necessarily an enemy that you fought, that you can see like Hitler, Stalin's, or even COVID-19. Okay, then what is a war? War is within yourself, within your negative. Well, I was like, whoa. You see, it's just a Sec1 and 2 student. All right. 对了，明玉，对，就是这个，对，谢谢你。一波怎么读啊？我忘记了。一波。
擒贼先擒王。
是什么王？
擒贼先擒王。
哦，我以为听成钱呢。前几天我要买 4D， 开玩笑 ，OK， 开玩笑 ，OK， 这边不可以讲赌博。Okay, let's go on to the next one here. Okay, let me go through with my student one first before I go through the rest of your class one. So be fair. Look at this one here. Can you all see? Is it too small? Too small, huh? Ming 读给大家听。
My greatest achievement. An achievement is a desire that I need to complete with effort, skills, and courage. This achievement is very memorable event which occurs to me in a lifetime. It will make my parents proud of me for my successful achievement. As a person who is passionate in achieving numerous goals, I would really like to tell you about the greatest achievement I have ever done in my life.
Okay, I want voting from now on. If I say voting, because I can't see all of you here, so you don't need either you chat with me, okay, or you show a thumbs up. Now I want to show all of you. Yes, I'm looking at you, Ipo. So funny. It's okay, don't worry. Okay, I want all of you, if you agree with me, do you want to continue to read the second paragraph? Please thumbs up. Or check with me, say yes or no. Yifan? Yes, thank you, Yifan. Yifan, 宝贝，我的作文在哪里？我等着花儿也谢了。很忙是吗？最近有很多 WA 是不是？对吗？ OK， 我明白。好好的考好成绩。Sorry, continue to do your best for your study. Aitan, you also thumbs up, is it? Aitan, I didn't see that. Is it thumbs up? Thank you, Aitan. Thank you. All right, who else? Any one of you? Do you want to continue to read? Okay, next paragraph. Liang Ling. Will you be able to read, Yang Ling? Let's go. Is Liang Ling inside? Lipo Liang Ling inside? Yes, Liang Ling, are you able to read? Okay, Tian Xiang. Oh, Liang Ling.
Sorry, my whole computer was lagging.
Okay, Liang Ling, let's go. It was
during back to my early days of my secondary school. I used to be sluggish. I used to be a sluggish student in school. I would often not pay attention to my teachers and fall asleep in classes. As this attitude happened most of the time, I am unable to complete my work assignments and teachers reprimanded me for such behavior. As this progress was getting dreadful, my grades eventually dropped to a F. This caused my parents to be unhappy and upset at my grade.
okay. Thank you so much for your reading. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this student who did this essay is one of my students. He's actually from Pathlight. I think, Yipo, 你懂什么是 Pathlight 吗? Anyone who's not sure about Pathlight, can you just put out your thumb? Do you know what is Pathlight? I think most of you know what is Path, or don't know, huh? Okay, Pathlights are a school that is for special needs students. 就是说他们有自闭症 autism, some learning difficulties, okay? Some learning difficulties, okay? So you can see the date is only recently. He's a Set 2 boy. He has been with me since primary 6 this 2 years ago. Okay, you can see his handwriting is super neat. But I'm asking him to write an essay within 1 hour and 10 minutes. This is the only 2 paragraphs he wrote to me. And obviously, okay, that he is going to fail. Even though he have a beautiful essay. I'm not showing this to mock at him. 我不是要拿这个作文来嘲笑他们. Can you please put color, please? 一波, thank you. Okay, I know you miss your bird. Thank you. Too bad, 一波2只鸟飞掉了. 鸳鸯蝴蝶梦. Okay, so what happened is I find that this 2 paragraph is very good. But unfortunately, please listen. The world is very sad. The world is not kind to you. If you cannot have time management, good luck to you. Okay? He's a very nice boy. When I took a pictures and showed this, he was so frightened that he thought that I'm going to send this to his mommy. And I'm going to send this to his mommy. Okay, I know his mommy is going to say, 哎呦，为什么不写2个 paragraph? 哎呦，为什么做不到？为什么这样? I'm going to tell his mommy off. He said, look, at least your son can write this beautiful paragraph, even though he did not meet the time. I prefer students to write something like, later you'll see Liang Ning's 4 questions. To be honest, all the 4 questions he attempt is considered 0 or fail. Or not 0, sorry. Will pass, will not pass. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Will not pass, but I think his effort, he put it in there. I always like to give my student positive feedback than negative feedback. When he wrote this one, he crumbled his paper 3 times. This is the 4th time he write. Unfortunately, I did not take the video of him when he was in my class. Okay, so everyone start writing. Later I show you another student. She wrote a lot, 3-4 pages. I got a student from India who came to Singapore. Okay, or start writing. So guys, the more you write, the better you are. Even though now this boy is a Set 2 boy, I'm showing you this. If he can make an effort, he's from Pathlight, he can go to a normal secondary school. He done his best to do all these things. Okay, I think he makes a great effort on that. Okay, right? So yes, I saw a lot of circling there, colorful. Okay, yes, to me it's a rainbow essay. No, okay, it's okay, my dear, it's okay. I find that, I don't know about you, okay? He was being bullied when he was in Set 1. I hate that, no? Not because I hate him. I hate those people who bully him, no? Seriously. Why do you want to do that?
So it's what kind of bully?
Yes, you should.
What kind?
I was about to say, I was thinking to say, no, you can imagine, okay, issue 我跟你是同学, okay? So I go to the McDonald's with a few friends, all right? Then issue you are the one say, you should tell the rest, hey, 你们等我一下，我去厕所, I go toilet, then can you wait for me? Then the moment when you come out from the toilet, everyone disappear. Then in school also, people don't talk to you. People look at you, yeah, you should, the kind of look at your face like, hey, just shut up, like, get lost. How will you feel? How will you feel? Seriously? I'm here not to be bullied. 我生出来不是给人家欺负的嘞。
I feel very sad because that's already happened to me.
Why they do that to you? Just because you are more handsome and more hair than them?
More hair.
I don't know. I don't even know why they even bully me.
Huh?
I don't even know why they bully me. But I'm kind of in the same situation as him.
Then ignore them. Don't show them. Albert Einstein, Thomas Edison was get bullied before, so don't care. Live your life. I was bullied all the way up from when I was until secondary school, so right.
So I used to have a similar situation, but then I just don't care because they want to be friends with me. Why should I be friends with them?
Thank you, sir.
Right.
Thank you, Liang Ning.
Right?
Yes, correct. Thank you, Yishu and Liang Ning. You see, like seriously, when I was a discipline teacher in school, when I hear all these things, I cannot take it. I will go all the way up to do and make sure that none of my students in front of my eyes, when I'm still around in the school, no bullying. And when there's any bullying, that's it, man. I will bring a one bloody long stick. When I say long stick, it's really long stick. And we'll go right straight to the classroom. There's one situation like that. Worse than a cane, okay? I can show you next time. It's for bodybuilder, that kind of thing. The whole bloody stick, not a stick actually. It's a piece of metal rock. Yeah, 一波真的. So I went in.
Illegal to be like children.
No, I went in. Along the way, my students saw me. Mr. Chong 做什么？我要叫黑社会打架，要不要参加？你说 yeah, call me. Of course, I'm just kidding lah. Okay. So the moment I go into the class, I talk to the student. They were thinking, what happened? 4米大刀，你可以这样讲吧，跟他砍那个鬼子对吗？ So I went in. I asked that guy to do it. Thanks about this 青龙白虎. So I asked him to bend the stick. I said, if you cannot bend the stick, don't act like you are very strong and bully others. And surprisingly, most of the people who are bully others, they have also a poor family background. Okay, they are insecure. So Yishu and Liang Ning, ignore these people. If again they come to you, I'm telling you, it will be greatly affecting your health, your study, not worth it. And end up, you might go and see counselor, not worth it. Share with your parents. Wait, I'll give you a minute. Share with your parents. If not, all right, you do something about it. Can you don't do this in mommy, please? So you, sorry, I'm talking to my wife. She's doing something. I'm OCD. So don't wait. You should don't let this bother you. If you need to tell your teacher, tell your whoever it is. If no action is taken on, I will expect all of you to write down on the piece of paper which day, which time. Write it down seriously, okay? So that you have evidence to prove it. I'm not asking you to go and take the gun and shoot the person. Write it down and do it. Why? This is the things that you accumulate the evidence enough that this person has been bullying you or whatever it is. Okay, so this poor boy, I told him, use your writing to prove it. And in class, okay, he's in my tuition class, and then some of them are different level. Every time anyone will disturb him, first time they don't know. That's it. My eyes will kill that person. And from then onward, that boy will never disturb him at all. Okay. I always like to protect people who are not, say, special needs. You have no right to disturb my students in any way. So Isha, any point of time, or Liang, thanks for sharing. Any point of time, if these people come to you, walk away, move away, and you one more time do that. So I always say, if you can, all right, just do what you can. Learn martial art, self-defense, not to hit people. 是真的. Learn martial art is to defend yourself, not to hit people. That's just for bullying people. Okay, remember that, guys. So thank you. Now let's go to the next one here. This one is really very, very interesting. The first person to read it will be Tian Xiang. Okay, don't mind. Wait, oh gosh, where's my essay? Oh gosh, where's my essay? Where is the other essay? Oh, it's here. Okay. Give me a minute. I'm so sorry. I know it's in the PDF format. Yep, it's here. Okay, ready? Go. Tian Xiang. An event with my family.
An event with my family. I rarely spend time with my family. My mother is a single mother, and I am the only child. My family was not that fortunate, so my mother had to work from day to night in order to earn enough money to raise me.
Stop. Okay, I didn't say you're bad. You see the word from hand to mouth. Okay, Aitan, are you there? Because I can't see you there. Aitan, are you there? Oh yes, sorry. Okay, Aitan, hand to mouth is actually 一个成语来的. It's an English, we call the idiom.
Very sure. Very.
Sorry?
It means very poor.
Yes, correct. 对了。为了三餐而生存。There's a 成语 to describe this. Okay, thank you. Yes. Give me a minute. My boss is asking me something. Sorry, Okay, sorry, my boss just WeChat me. Okay, so hand, yes, why I done, well done. It means not just poor, it means that 真的是 in a very dire strait, 就是很可怜的意思. Okay, I think a lot of people now in the world because of this COVID. Carry on. Tian Xiang, thank you so much.
Compared to my friends, their parents always fetch them from school while I always go back home alone.
Stop there, stop there. Please do not use the word pick. 你不是东西哦 I pick you up from school. Then next time you tell your daddy, mommy, 我是包裹吗? Am I Lazada or Easy Buy or Shopee? No, don't use the word pick. In Chinese, maybe 我来，你看 in Chinese we also call 我来带你，我不是我来拿你。Alright, correct 了，明义 correct. So fetch
接
我来捡。我来捡你，那你妈妈爸爸，你捡我，这样以后我去捡你吧。okay. 不要他说你没大没小。Okay, besides the fetch, what else can you think that you can use? Can I say I will come and take you? 我来拿你。Can I use the word take you? Besides fetch. Now you understand, the choice of words is very important. If you use it wrongly, good luck to you. I will come and bring you home. All right, something like that. Okay, carry on. Yes, correct. Different. Thank you, Mingyi. You see, Mingyi, you're the one writing, right? Is it Mingyi? Are you? Yes, okay, carry on. Tianxiang.
Seeing my friends with their parents always made me jealous.
And envy. Sorry for my handwriting, because 我这个是写的时候是用我的 stylo pen 对不起 and envy. 我嫉妒跟羡慕. All right, carry on, please. Thank you.
Why can't my mother be like them? Does she not care for me? Apparently, I became cold towards my mother. However, as I grew older, the reason why my mother was not able to spend much time with me became clearer, and I felt more understanding.
Thank you so much, man. Well read, man. Tianxiang, I hope you can improve your voice even more mature later on with rhythm. I tell you, you will fly. Your voice is good. So I like the rhythm. 有一点老外的声音. Please continue to do that. It's nothing wrong to slang. It's nothing wrong to say that. Okay, now guys, survey again. Anyone want to continue reading this? Thumbs up. Please. Use the thumbs up or use the emoji, please. Thanks, Aitan. Tianxiang, yes. Langning, thank you. Thank you so much. The rest, Yishi, 全部可以 So I take it as everyone want to continue. This paragraph really remind me of when I was a young, thank you, Yishi. Remind me when I was really a young boy, including with my mom, my mommy. Okay, why I say that? Because very simple. Wait, I'm receiving a message. Give me a minute. Sorry. How do we say in, okay, I'm going to test you from hand and foot. Oh, I just found out a word. How do you mean that when you are living, like for me, when my mom was a widow, living with my mom and myself alone, how to use in Chinese this word to describe? Anyone?
Sorry, can you repeat?
Okay, so this story talk about the mommy and the author, right? Together, hand to mouth, right? That's what Aitan say. Live in a very difficult life, very hardship, right? So together they live together. There's a 成语 to describe this. 最后一个字是命. Anyone can tell me? I'm helping you in your Chinese essay as well, right?
相依为命。
对，谢谢你，医师，你终于可以跟我切磋了，谢谢。来，一波。
我差点说成逆天改命。
什么？
我差点说成逆天改命。
我好像有听过，好像也是大概一样，是吗？
No, don't care about it. It's not.
Okay, 不是 don't care. I want to learn. 我去问我的华文老师。Anyway, it's good. 哇，真的是好，相依为命。对了。And this story really reflect my own. Sometimes when you write your essay, guys, Aitan, Tianxiang, wherever you are, Yifan, when you write this essay, it kind of reflect the examiner, the feeling of it. I tell you, it's very sad. Chinese New Year was the only event when my mother would take leave from work. In fact, I would think it would sound good news since I would be able to spend Chinese New Year with my mother. However, the way we celebrated Chinese New Year was different from others' families. Others would go to their grandparents' house and have reunion dinner. Wow, my mother and I stay at home and ate plain rice with a few pieces of chicken. That's all. Every time after Chinese New Year, my friend would always show me the huge number of red packets, ang pao, they got from the parents and relatives. As for me, I had never received a red packet before. I did not care at first, but as I grew older, I found it very unfair to me. Why can't I celebrate Chinese New Year just like the others? An event that I would cherish forever in my life and not a miserable one. Despite the fact that I was angry at my mother, I kept it to myself. However, anyone lagging? I'll continue. However, I still remember that one Chinese New Year when I decided to shout at my mother. I regretted my actions immediately. Who is that? The last one. Who is that? So some problem with your laptop? Who is the last one? I saw something. Tianxiang, you okay? Tianxiang, is your Wi-Fi, everything okay? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, sorry. I thought you're lagging. Where am I? Where did I stop? I regretted my actions immediately. It happened when I was having reunion dinner with my mother. I was 13 years. I was 13, already a teenager, but still I have not been able to celebrate Chinese New Year with my grandparents and to receive any red packets or to take a good feast for Chinese New Year with my immediate family. I was disappointed. So I decided to express how I felt towards these events. Remember, I keep mentioning event. An event that you will not forget. Look at the title. You keep mentioning the event with my family. This is the most critical part, to remind the examiner, to remind myself, to remind why this event is so miserable. Why is it I can't have it? And let the reader to continue to read why this author felt this way, why this author cannot have achieved the best Chinese New Year reunion dinner. It's just like when you're reading a comprehension passage, you want to know, so then how? Yes, relate back to the team. Remember the SMART now? This guy has been with me just for 1 year plus. He recently got an Eagle Award for last year. And he was a very small size build. He wanted to take track and field. People laugh at her. 这么小只怎么跑？跑得动吗？ I told her to make sure that this is considered bullying. I told her to ask people to shut up by proving her ability. Now she in Set 2 is helping some Set 1 student. The whole work. Yes, Ishu.
It's actually easier for you to run if you are small in size.
Exactly. Yes.
In my class, the fastest is the smallest.
对，因为以前 Uncle Raymond 是教 track and field 在我学校，所以有一个男孩子很小只很矮 ，I think it's about primary set 1的时候好像是 primary 5这样的那种 height。Okay, so he was like cannot believe it. I say you shut up. Either you run or you're out of my track and field. But Mr. Xiong, but these people, I don't care what other people say. I only care how you perform. That's all. Okay, either you run for your best or you don't run. If you don't believe in yourself, don't come and see me. Guess what? Set 4, he represented my school. He got 4x1. You know what is 4x1, right? 4x100 米，四个人跑的，就是每一个人跑100米的 pass the baton 的。
接力赛。
谢谢。That's right， 接力赛。Okay, even though we did not come in first, we came in 3rd or 4th. It's better than nothing, correct or not? It's still an achievement, right? Without him, he was the first runner. You're damn right, man. You sure? I'm so sorry. I'm continuing here. Please, where am I? Okay, here. So I decided to express how I felt toward this event. However, instead of talking nicely to my mother, I shouted. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you find that all of you, okay, or Ray Chen, how were you going to do this? Ray Chen, I want to hear. I want to hear how you do it.
Not good at yelling.
I don't know how you're going to do it. I shouted. Come, let's do it. Remember the one you did? What are you doing? You know the Abeng guys? What? See? Remember? That you're saying so nice? Yes. The reason I pick on you is not because I don't like you, because I realize that your school is going to have a lot of presentations. Therefore, your tones and presentation skills and your gesture must be right in order to win the rest. With all your zest to beat the test, be the best. Go.
Why can't we celebrate Chinese New Year like the others? Why can't you be a better mother?
Awesome. Mamma mia.
Okay, that was not.
That was what? That was nice, right?
Yeah.
Okay. If I'm to do my side, get ready. Why can't we celebrate Chinese New Year like the others? Why can't you be a better mother?
The one is Korean drama.
At least I'm Korean drama. 为什么一定要 Korean 咩？不可以 Chinese drama 咩？我最近在看的阴阳什么 Master， 还有那个捉魔戒2啦，还有那个什么东邪西毒还是什么中国戏。那我太太又看一个从那个现代的坐 time machine 回去。
喂，等一下。喂，I guess I think 你看得盗版的。
Who cares? I'm learning Chinese. 对 ，OK. Right. So it's a bit drama， 对吗？宜修？可是你不觉得那些 K drama 还是什么 drama 也好 ，OK， 他们一定是要很多 drama，that's why 才可以吸引到很多粉丝 ，a lot of fans，a lot of supporter，a lot of viewership。难道你这样吗 ？Why can't you celebrate Chinese New Year like others? Why can't you be a better mother?
I think the best way is actually perform like natural, perform naturally, act naturally. Don't be too dramatic. Then just be real, be realistic.
Okay.
Then it will be better.
瑞诗
That's my idea. I mean, that's my opinion.
天安、一博、于凡，等一下，我的导演于是要我重演 Act 1 Scene 2，不要吵。Why can't we celebrate Chinese New Year like the others? Why can't you be a better mother？ 是不是这样，导演
？Better
啊，你喜欢这样啊 ？OK，
because that is more realistic. That 这个比较符合现实。Whereas everyone's already you know it's fake, right?
Stop. 我希望你这个字符合现实。In English, we call this is to consider as the best what do you call based on the reality and the quality of real life, the best situation. Thank you, 医师。符合现实 ，Thank you, man. Yes, carry on. I'm so sorry because 我怕我忘记怎么 pronounce 这个字。Carry on, 医师。What else do you think?
You know, I said, the best is that I for example, right now, I read this sentence, then other neighbor pass by and thought what happened in my house. It's like, do my parents bully me or something like that?
你没有错，怕是不是虐待小孩，对吗？
对的。
对，可能你们在这个环境之中 because based on this environment that you are staying, you are well protected. That's why they are calling you 草莓族. But I call you all 榴莲族 the durian generation. The tone outside being protected by parents and the softened part of your characters, which is nothing wrong. I think everyone's will be like your generation. There will be 太平, there will be less war and less what do you call unethical 不道德不仁不义不忠不孝的态度的。But you can say in this way, why can't we celebrate Chinese New Year like others? Why can't you be a better mother? I just can't understand why every year we have this kind of very pathetic Chinese New Year, just you and me. Mom, please explain to me. I'm big enough to know. And every year when I ask you these questions, I will tell you next time. So this is the time, mommy. Tell me, what's wrong with us? Is there anything wrong? Where is daddy? Why can't we visit our grandparents? Why can't we visit Nai Nai and Ye Ye, my daddy's parents? The mom start to tears. The tears drop into the rice. And she start to looking at her daughter and say, my dear, it's not that I don't want to. Because your grandparents thinks that I curse your daddy death. Because they say I'm a jinx. 我是扫把星. Because You are not my first child. When your brother was born, she was premature. I suddenly heard this news. I dropped my bowl, crashed on the floor. I looked at my mom's eyes and I knelt down on my knees. Mommy, I am very sorry for what I said. People, can you stop it now? You keep laughing. 是吗？你是在哭呢，还是在伤心呢？我看不到你的表情哎，你的表情是真的是很奇怪。Okay, guys.
I'm like, wait, what? Wait, what?
Yes, correct. This is something like an issue. I hope you know how you continue the story. Sorry, I'm a bit tearing up because when I do all these things, I want to bring my emotion out. Enough questions. Get sleep now. You're very bad. Whoever said that, I retorted my mother. Yeah. I don't think you, if you're going to write this, your whole essay is going to be upside down. Okay. It's okay to give your comments here. Can you take away my, now I can read. Thank you. I was not mature enough to know that these two sentences could hurt my mother that much and so deeply in pain and agony. Agony 就是很不, you know what I mean by agony? 就是 very hard to take it, to swallow it, to feel that kind of frustrations that you cannot release it. It was only when I heard my mother sobbing in her room. Was I too harsh towards her? Should I apologize? Seeing my mother cry made me feel very guilty. Immediately, I decided to apologize to her. I went towards her, but put my arms around her shoulder and said, Mother, I'm sorry. I didn't mean what I had just said. Excuse me. Okay. Sorry. Give me a minute. I just make it the things a bit smaller a bit first. Is there anything I could do to make up for you? She looked at me and smiled for a while before opening up her mouth. 开口，你在讲华语 before 她开口。Yvonne， 你看到我的口吗？开口呀，只是开口，她没有开口讲话，她只是开口而已。Opening up her mouth. Yes, Yvonne, I'm so sorry. 他讲开口吗？他没有讲开口说话。He never say before opening her mouth and
open her mouth and close it immediately, seeing it as it might make her child much more sad.
Okay, thanks for that. Why is this sentence so sudden, right? Okay, so no, because sometimes you have to understand Stephanie was given 1 hour to finish her essay. Okay. Before speaking up to me, I will use that before speaking up. Don't say open up her mouth. So 那个导演开口了，你要怎么样呢？还是要关口啊？cut， 我已经开10次了，你一直叫我 cut， 到底要讲话吗？ Okay, so the reason is like speaking up. Okay, one moment crying and one moment smiling. Nothing wrong. I think sometimes when you are quarreling with mommy, daddy, or arguing with mommy, daddy, or with your friends, with your siblings, sometimes life is like that. This is part and parcel, okay? Nothing wrong. Thanks for sharing. Yes, whoever wrote that, I can't remember who is that, but it's nothing wrong. Good to have this feedback. It's nothing wrong. Because sometimes you might think that, am I okay to write like this? Nothing wrong, okay? 一波你写的哈. Okay, it's nothing wrong for that. Okay, never mind. All right, so let's move on. She told me about the stress that she had faced when trying to earn a living. EKE. 为了三餐而生存 to earn the money to pay for it. So I would prefer you to try to earn a living, okay, and to pay our living expenses. I finally understood why my mother was not able to spend time with me. I regretted blaming her and shouting at her. After that Chinese New Year last year, I understood my mother better and respect her even more. I decided, wow, you see, 她很懂事 3M. What is a 3M? He's getting more mature. He's able to motivate herself, and he's able to manage his own lifestyle. 3M. And I want the 3M all of you must have now. You are able to write mature essay. You must be able to manage your essay well. Okay. And you must be able to motivate to write better, to write good quality and quantity essay. And I make sure the examiner and your readers like it. When I say the reader is now and in the future as well, okay? After that Chinese New Year, okay, so I decided to take up part-time job to help her earn some money and to defray some expenses. Defray 就是帮她付一点那些债. That means help her to cut down some expenses, help her to pay some bills so that my mommy will not be so heavily burdened with all these expenses and bills. So 她很懂事，对吗? From here you can tell that because of that, finally they broke out the cocoon. So sometime in life, seriously, if you're not happy, whatever reason, it's good that not say blow out and shouted at your parents. Okay, like yesterday, out of blue, my younger son just shouted at me. I was like so shocked. So after shouting at me, he fall sick. He really fall sick. Then next morning, shut up! I was like, then he was like, you want to apologize to me? I just walk away. So he's like, 不爽了. So I think 他闷在心里很不爽. So this morning he wake up, I brought him to eat McDonald's. He happy already. I'm not happy. My pocket got one burn hole. No. I always don't like my children, my students go hungry. I can feel that when I was young, being hungry is not a good thing, okay? A hungry man is an angry man. So he explained to me, sorry, daddy, I shouted at you. I feel bad about it. He said, okay. If sometimes need to let go, you let go. Okay? I have ever have a student in my school scold the vulgar word in front of my face. 50 times. 50 times. Seriously.
Who is that?
Yeah, and guess what?
Brave.
And yeah, and I did not punish him. After he finished everything, yes, no need, oh my God. After when done, are you done? Yes, Mr. Sean. Okay, later you hand in your homework and put in my staff room, my pigeon note. Which page, huh? And today he's a businessman, no? It's in my Facebook, okay? 做人要看，不一定是说有时候骂人是错的 ，vulgarity 当然是错的。你要知道 you have to put yourself, always when you write a story, you have to put yourself into the person's shoe. Why is this student frustrated? All right, he nearly want to jump down from the building because he can't visit his grandma during Chinese New Year. I think I told you this story before, right? So let's move on. Okay, that Chinese New Year taught me, or that Chinese New Year event taught me to cherish, I see bonding, the time that I will spend with my mother forever. This word is very important. However, ever, never, forever, clever, whichever, whenever, whatsoever, however, ever, and never, forever, clever, whichever, whatever. 你懂什么？医生，你懂什么是绕口令是吗？鼓松打鼓，不打鼓，打鼓不破鼓啊。So this is the same thing. However, ever, never, forever, clever, whichever. So you practice your tongue twisting so you can pronounce 咬字. Okay, all right. However, as time goes by, in the near future, the time that I can spend with my mother will slowly diminish. 越来越少, not lesser, diminishing. I think you're studying math, you should know what I mean by diminishing return. But whether in heaven or on earth, she will forever be my mother. This event, 这是我写的. This event indeed has a strong and powerful impact of my life or in my life because it has changed my attitude towards my life and appreciating my mother's unconditional love to me. Today, I am now 33 years old, a very successful, well-respected, and criminal parole lawyer. 这个不是这个疫情啊，这个过年的这个节日告诉我有很大的重要性，使我领略到还是领悟到母爱的永恒的爱是永远是在我心里的。I may not be so good in Chinese, but at least I'm doing my best. I didn't try. 今天为止，我虽然是一个很成功的律师，可是我在脑海里深深的印象着我母亲大人的那番话。虽然她已经不在人间了，可是我觉得我现在作为一个母亲，我应该要用我的母爱来继续的给我的孩子，不要让他们缺少。I tell you, if you're going to write this kind of essay with this kind of touching feelings, okay, you guys will score with flying colors. Okay, 就是记住，当你写作文的时候 ，especially narrative essay, you are the 导演, you are the director, you are the producer. Like you should just now will say, Uncle, didn't you read like that just now, like very 夸张 K drama? Okay, lor, I redo again until you get it. So it's the same thing in your mind. It's good. Okay, then you realize that sorry. I finished halfway here. I was about to give marks to her. I stopped there. The reason I stopped there is that I want to tell me, all of you, give me your check. Let me send me your check, please. Tell me how many marks out of 50 he should receive, because I'm going to show it to her. Everything is recording here, so please, can you, all of you, please, now you are the teacher, you are the viewership, you are watching this movie. Can you just type in and tell me? Not here, why you put question mark? Type in inside the chat group.
Wait, who is the one with the wind sound just now?
什么 wind sound?
No, just now, maybe it's my earphone problem, but I heard from someone's microphone, a very strong wind.
有吗？
Very annoying.
哦，对不起，这是我的 fan 了，我的风扇，因为我很热。
哦，
对不起，对不起，应该是我吧。Okay, how many marks? Come on, guys, hurry up. We still got a few essays to go. How many marks do you think Stephanie will take? Can you type it in the chat group, please? Wow, 400 marks. Oh, okay, full marks. 38 marks, Tian Xiang, thank you. Wow, infinity. Thank you. I hope this is infinity, not the ribbon. Okay. Who else? Yufan? 你觉得他需要几分呢？ I think Yufan, I think your essay has kind of inspired Stephanie also. She dare not to write something like that. Thank you, smiley face. Okay. Yufan, what do you think? Yishu 40, thank you. How about Aitan? What do you think? How many marks do you think he should get, Liang Ning? Aitan, 你觉得他多少分呢？ Aitan? Hey, don't disturb my essay, please, come on. 40. Aitan also 40. Okay. Wow. 45. Woo. Definitely 40 and above lah. Okay. So far, okay. Mingi, 给了吗? How about Liang Ning? What do you think? Liang Ning get already?
I will give perhaps full marks.
Full marks also. Okay, thank you. How about you, Ranchan?
I guess 38 will do.
Okay, I like the way you say that. That's the way. Now remember, when you remember for presentations, if your teacher were to ask you, any one of you, in case your essay or your HI investigation or geography investigations, when your teacher asks you anything else to say, in my opinion, I strongly think that this is the amounts of things that I would like to present. So yes, I believe it's pretty much enough. Okay, well done. All right. 够了啊，够了。Okay, stop. 哎，老大，你的 essay ，OK， 老大，你的 essay，OK， so 老大，这是你的 essay 啊，一波大人 ，OK， 一波狗狗 ，ready？ Let's go. Read 啦。
I read.
你是一波吗？对吗？这个是你的吗？
There is, there is quite some answers to this question. Something yes, while other things.
Wait, what? Making a child eat soap?
Yes, it's a punishment, like legit.
Are you sure about that?
I researched. American parents do that.
But then after making the child eat soap, wouldn't they have to pay more?
Like American parents do that when like the child
Okay,
says,
we are Singaporeans, so and that is totally inappropriate. I'm serious.
but like I'm arguing against it, so yeah.
Nothing wrong, guys. Ipo and Liang Ning. I like your this kind of impromptu and simultaneously arguments. It is good. It's just like two lawyers defending it. Yeah. When I read this, eating soap is not possible. There are crazy parents. There are parents
my parents
who go.
make me eat soap, right? I'll ask them for organic version.
I strongly believe all your parents will definitely love you a lot. Now, some of these parents, I would say, is too much because they either that when they are young, they are being tortured, when they are being child abused at that time or being bullied. So 他们的阴影在他们的脑海里 that means they have encrypted some of the bad thing in their mind. Eventually the trigger off, like the hard disk got back settled. So they decided to implant and implement it in their own children. Sad to say, sometimes some parents, because I'm studying all these kind of psychological things for children when I was in MOE, I know it is very sad. I do have students come to me, their parents are like this and like that. Well, let's go through. There are a few possible answers. Not there is quite some answer. So there is a few possible. You read the one in red color, right? Thank you. Carry on.
Some things yes, while others says no. But for me, a child that has been beaten, I know what it's like to be punished physically. So let me share a few of my thoughts. I think they should not be punished. They should not punish the child physically. First of all, let us talk about the types of physical punishments.
Stop.
Spanking.
Stop. I think I have to make it this smaller. Don't mind. In exam, children, whether I dance or whoever, which part of your world you're staying, if it's a proper essay, okay, if you are talking about Cambridge examination essay, please do not do this in point form, okay, unless in your essay, like for history, no, not even history, I cannot give you the wrong impressions. If you are talking about Singapore Cambridge examination format, please do not do this point form. I'm not against you, Ipo, nothing wrong. It's okay, I told you, my class is all about F. Feel, fantastic, fun. You need to feel here so that you will not make the mistake. Imagine you wrote this one and your point is good and your teacher pull your marks down, then you feel very, very frustrated. Then you start blaming Uncle Raymond, 这个臭 Uncle Raymond, 这个 Uncle Raymond, 这个 Botak Uncle Raymond, 为什么没有告诉我这个 point？ 这个是很重要的哈 ，please do not do this. But in your notes, you can do that. Carry on, please.
Spanking. One of the common types of physical punishment, slapping, pinching, or pulling the child, hitting with an object such as paddle, belt, hairbrush, whip, or stick to a child, making someone eat soap, hot soap.
Wait. Let's go back to the part whip. Which whip are you talking about?
Like
whipping 啊，拿藤条咯，对吗？
Yeah, but then that's called cane, not whip. A whip is for horses.
Okay.
And usually much more pain. No.
Possible also. Yes, issue.
Also cane.
Yeah, okay. Whipping is also can. Carry on first. Thanks, Liang Ling. Eat hot sauce, hot pepper.
Or other unpleasant substances to a child.
Stop. You realize I put to the child. People say 你很啰嗦嘞 obviously to the child, then to the parents 咩？你神经病 right？ 医生也是觉得很啰嗦，对吗？ Nothing wrong. Okay, why the reason? Yes, thanks, because I can see your expression, so it's easier. Okay, Ranchan, maybe do you agree that with the rest of them that I'm too long-winded to put to a child?
I think yes.
Yes, okay. Yifan, do you think so?
Ibo, that you are writing in bullet point. Don't need to write to a child. You are writing in bullet point. Just make it short, simple.
No, to a child 是我犯的，不是他犯的。The 红色的是我犯的。一凡，你就觉得我是不是画蛇添足，多此一举 to put the child extra? You support me or you don't support me? You don't support me.
Well, actually, right, I think you should put it in there because for clarification, because sometimes children also hit their parents.
You see my depth there. You see
I
my
don't do
Ultraman.
internet memes, and I thought this is a formal class, not informal class.
The formal essay lah, not formal class. The formal essay, which what Liang Ning say is nothing wrong.
It's not dabbing.
No, it's not dabbing. Okay. What I think that to the child is that you want to be specifically, you don't want to have any ambiguity. 不要有一些模糊的东西。虽然是多此一举 to certain things like, unless I say you're writing. So these are the things that we should not do physical punishment to the child has followed. Then you can say all these things. You specifically in front first. Okay. So the reason I want to put this is I just want to constantly remind you, because there are sometimes they put they, them, he. Who is a they, them, he? At least you are very good. You put the child physical. Okay, the parents. Well done. Okay, so nothing wrong. So yes, Now you hear that, right, Yipo? Some of them say it's 多此一举 extra. Some say nothing wrong is to add in. So now you're confusing whether Yipo or Aitan or Tianxiang, whoever you are. So to put or not to put. So the place says it's nothing wrong to put in the child in. I don't think that examiner will mark you wrong unless your teacher say that, well, it's understood. But it's just to be more specific, okay, rather than not to be specific. That's why I want to play in what we call Singaporean kiasu. You know what's kiasu, right? 怕输的心态. Okay, let's go.
Be or not to be? That's the question.
That's Hamlet. That's right. Let's go. The common out of all these will be definitely spanking a child. And by the way, 这边1到4一波大哥Uncle Raymond 已经填过了。All these I've done it before when I was a child. So 我变成一个达人了。达人的孩子被人家打。No, yeah, seriously. Worse than that. Worse than that. Okay, seriously.
Same, but for the eating soup part, I try myself. Not my parents force me to.
No, the soup I don't, but the hot sauce and things like I'm taking the 那个沙 the sand 那个 sand 呢
Sand?
沙
You mean sand?
SAND
You mean hot sand?
不是那个沙地上那个沙。
对，你说的沙就是普通的沙，or is it heated? Is it being heated?
我跟你讲 heated 我的声音变得很沙哑。
对。
No.
You want your child to drink liquid glass?
梁宁 You thank God you are born in the 21st century. Guys, if you are born in the 1960s or 50s, this is the beautiful things that we enjoy in our life. No, seriously, I'm telling you the truth.
3天不打上房揭瓦。
What to do, 医生你说的对。So to hit or not to hit, but this generation, the hitting is that, I don't know. Okay, let's go on. In fact,
research shows punishing a child with physical punishment could mentally leave a scar and mark in them. Researchers found that spanking can elevate a child's aggression level, as well as diminish the quality of the parent-child relationship.
Stop. When I put two tick and all these things, by the way, this is your own words or you copy somewhere?
Sure, I went to research.
You copy from somewhere lah?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay. Please copy this sentence down somewhere in your exercise book so that you memorize by heart, so that next time you can use it. When this kind of question come out, you will be laughing your way. I'm going to get A1. I copied the right sentence. Thank you, stupid Uncle Raymond. You give me the rule. Okay, copied it down. Nothing wrong. Huh? Thanks for your honesty. 谢谢你. Carry on.
Sure. I got a question about the plagiarism system, which is out of the topic right now.
No, it's not out of the topic. Yes, it's linked. Carry on.
So right, about the plagiarism system, right? How did they look at it? Like you take a several sentence out of a paragraph, right? And then you copy and paste it in your essay. Is that still considered plagiarism?
Yes, in certain way, yes.
So
but
they're looking at overall plagiarism. So they're looking at overall plagiarism and not whether this sentence plagiarized or not.
Absolutely awesome. I love you, baby. Correcto. Yes. Unless you copy, don't go away lah. Just I'm too excited. Learning, you are absolutely right. If you are copy the whole essay, myself, you tell the teacher, sure, you go to this website www.yibo.com.sg, you will find the whole essay. Okay, so this is my essay. You get me now? Or www.yishu.com. You copy from there. This is my essay. Or Ranchen or wherever. Yes, you are right, Liang Ning. There's certain parts. Same thing. One, I really told you. When you are doing your university degree or what, check with your parents. There's certain part you can copy, but at the same time, you must give credit that this is the portion that you copy from where, from which website, from which book, from which source, things like that, to give credit to the person. But if you copy the whole entire essay, then it's not right. Doesn't do justice to you already. It's just like literally you go and buy a certificate, 对吗？对吗？买一个文凭不是考。So certain things you need to copy. Excuse me. Do you think all these professor or all these lecturer, they also read a lot of books and they find out certain quotes they are very interested? Hey, Liang Ning and Tian Xiang, right? Was it both of you? We were with me last lesson on Sec1 class, right? We are talking about QQ. Remember the code questions, the own questions, the factual question. You know, it's the same thing.
What's QQ again? I've kind of forgot.
QQ stands for code question. IQ stand for not intelligent, infer questions, and FQ stand for factual questions. Okay, and VQ stand for vocab questions, and SQ stand for summary question. Remember all these, there are 7Q, right? So it's the same thing. To answer your plagiarism, is that why something code inside in particular passage is to make the essay, make the paragraph, make the whole story, to convince, to connect, to have the creativity, and also to contribute the ideas to the readers that they are able to accept. And this is where I asked Yipo, where you got this sentence, and it's very true. I think all of you agree this, all right? And there is even a verse. Wow, Yipo, are you a Christian? No 啊，哦，这样你为什么你 copy 我的 Jesus 的 code？你没有问过我 Jesus？
Or like not Christian anymore.
No, it's okay. I'm just pulling your leg. Oh, you're not a Christian anymore.
I don't know what religion I'm now, like I'm a bit confused.
No problem. Let's go. There is even a verse in the Bible that tells us not to beat the children. I can't remember this. Is there such a verse? Proverbs 22. Carry on. Foolishness is born
in the heart of a child, but the rod of correction shall drive it far from him. Proverbs 2:3. That
verse 13-14.
Hey, sure, I got it.
This is the verse. Oh, okay. Are you a Christian also?
Yep.
Oh, you're Christian. Okay. So there's nothing wrong to quote this. I got students in the past ask me, Uncle, is it okay to quote this in my essay? Nothing wrong. But make sure you quote properly. You don't say Jesus went to McDonald's, that Jesus said allow child to eat McDonald's. I tell you, the person who marked the paper will fall down from the chair. Since when that time of McDonald's? You got Matt Thomas, got Matt, sorry, cannot say Matt. So got St. Louis, St. Joseph, St. Peter, St. Michael. Where got McDonald? Got St. McDonald, please quote properly.
My nickname is Michael.
Why, my goodness, your name is Michael?
English.
Your Christian name is Michael?
No, but I had it before I was converted into a Christian.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Michael.
That kind of sounds wrong.
Okay. Somebody send me a check.
My school is a Christian school.
Your school is a Christian school?
Yeah, Anglican High.
Oh, Anglican High, yes. You sure you're not wrong to say that the Bible says that it's okay to sacrifice children, but it's not really the sacrifice of the children. Okay, that one is another Bible that was it Moses or the other ones? Okay, Adam's. Okay, anyway, I
don't actually know, but I just remember God that.
Yes. But it's actually testing. Was it testing Moses or Adam's on this part here? So end up they sacrifice a lamb. Yes. By the way, every morning, every night, I do pray and read Bible. So more or less, I'm there.
Teacher.
Yes, sir.
Got it.
Really, you
13.
真的有哦?
Don't hold back correction from a child. If you correct them, they won't die. So correct them, then you save them from death. But epoch, right? This one is a kind of like simplified version. So at least we can explain that it is there, but you know, you guys can't see it.
Oh, so that means thousands of years ago, they already agree that we should love our children, not to sacrifice them. We should appreciate the children in a way they are supposed to grow up to be very naive and gullible and become slowly groom up to a good adult. So the Bible already shares to us that children is part and parcel of a life that God gives you as a gift, that we must treasure this gift and protect this gift and nurture this gift into a better person. So then again, we can use this on that. Well, see, Ipo, well done, man. You create one beautiful lesson. Not Bible, Yeah. Who's that?
Me. Not out of topic. Is everyone here except me Christian?
I don't know if I'm Christian or not.
Okay, I'm a Catholic. Okay, so yes, all right. It's no big deal who is Christian, not Christian, or free thinker, or Buddhism, Taoism, Hinduism, or Muslim. Okay, to me, all religions teach good things.
I don't know if you guys seen the news, right? But then, right, my Chinese teacher, right, always take news snippets, right, out of somewhere, right, and then it's about misinformation, right, where a secondary student, right, after reading some online conspiracies, right, He went to the mosque and then went to shoot up the mosque.
Oh my God. A mosque, not mosque. Yeah, mosque, yes.
Have you read that?
Yes. Oh, by the way, and just to share with all of you, since you mentioned this, 1/3 of my relatives are Muslim. So I will not definitely, and then my youngest sons, because as a Catholic, his godparents are Indian. So I'm multiracial. And people look at me, they say I don't look like Chinese. So I look like that, what? 我像猪八戒吗？我像孙悟空吗？ Thanks, 姨婆。我的鼻子没有这么大个。So they say they thought I'm a Peranakan. You know what's Peranakan, right? 娘惹人 or some non-Chinese. Anyway, let's go. 姨婆。
Why did that happen?
Oh, every time when I go, and then if I don't shave, they thought I'm non-Chinese. I went to Malaysia, they thought I'm Malay. Okay, come, let's
see.
Still got
Humans
a few
final stereotype actions.
Yes, come on, let's go. Yipo, this Bible verse.
This Bible verse says that children are meant to be foolish, although you can chase away their foolishness by beating the child, but it will damage him. It also says that if you beat the child will not
eat. Don't put it. I know it's very long-winded. Always like what Liang Ning say, this is a formal writing. So must be very straightforward. Like I done, you know, in future when you write I done.
Why I say that this is a formal class, so don't dare.
Okay, yes. So you must be very specific. The Bible, the person, the child, the parents. Okay, so during your presentations, like what Ranchen is doing, animals, circles, the people. Sorry, when if I'm your teacher, will ask you, Ranchen, the people, which people? The circle or the audience or the participant or the organizer or the word? Okay, so be careful when you choose a word. Okay, the animals. What type of animals? The elephant, the tiger, or the monkey, or the dog? Well, this. So say overall the animals like this. Okay, carry on. Okay, the Bible says that if you beat the child.
The Bible says that if you beat the child, oh my God. The Bible says that
if you beat the child will not die, but inside his soul. See, long sentence. I put that as long sentence. You need to have comma. You can also worsen the long-term behavior. This is an American spelling. Please put a U inside, please. Even when you type it out, please change it to English UK, not USA. All right. Sometimes I watch a CNTC, Chinese newscasting, you know, but Chinese 中国的讲英文. Okay, even though they have American slang and things like that, they will use this. But if I'm not mistaken, sometimes I just realize they use the proper English writing. Okay, so take note. All right, this clearly shows that not only does he thinks the child, okay, do little good, it can worsen their long-term behavior. Children who experience repeated use of corporal punishment, carry on, tend to
develop more aggressive behaviors, increase aggression in school, and increase risk of mental health disorders and cognitive problems.
Cognitive behavior.
This is why I think you should not punish the child physically.
So before I put that, take notes and write it down. It's very good, this sentence. I think obviously you copy somewhere, very good. But the thing is that your essay lack of something. Where is your conclusions? So where do you put it? It's not an easy essay, but where is your conclusion? You only got 2 paragraphs. In real world, we are writing argumentative functions, and issue will tell you this essay will not be really passed. Okay, you need an ending and conclusions of that. Okay, just take note. Okay, now let's move on to the next essay.
So can you do mine?
I'm looking for yours. Where? Oh, yes, thank you. Yes. All right, let's go. Now, see, you go do all the 4 essays. Well done. Carry on.
Yeah, so that's why the content is a bit short.
Liang Ning, can you stop it? I enjoy any student who write anything. I don't care short or long. As long as you write to me, that's what creative writing is all about. If you don't write, I don't know. but thanks to Yifan who wrote the few essay that inspired my student. Yifan, I can tell you, I got this student, I show you 他的 handwriting 我看你做老师，你很想把那个纸撕掉。他就是因为Uncle, I want to write that girl one, the China girl or the girl one, you say very nice story. Then 他写的很好看。He's a boy, but his handwriting is so small. And you guess what? He copied your idea a bit, no? So it's called considered plagiarism already, Liang. Okay, Yifan, hey, 你有粉丝了 okay?
He copied my.
No, he copied Yifan's idea. Yifan, 你有粉丝了，哇哦，不错不错不错，不是一个，有几个了。Well done. Okay, come.
You misspelled my name again.
I'm so sorry. My fault. Is what?
No, I.
Oh, okay.
Lang Ning, not Liang Ning.
My sorry, 1,000 apologies. Okay, Liang is your surname, is it? Correct me. Oh no, more.
Lang Ning.
Okay, come, let's go.
My surname is Mo.
Okay. Should children be disciplined? Carry on. This depending
on what is it.
So what is it? So what is that?
It is referring to the kind and nature of the punishment.
Write that down. So depending on what kind of natures of the things, 明白吗, Liang Ning? Okay, so don't put that depending on what is it. So imagine your
wait. Can you pause right there?
Sure. So imagine your judge asks, you talk to the judge, your lawyer, depending on what is it my client made an offense. The judge will ask, so what offense is that? Which offense you're talking about? So you must be very specific. So depending on what natures the punishments that you're going to meter out. For example, physical punishments comes in the different ways like caning or timeout. Now, corporate punishments is something that is using physical, or sometimes corporate punishment can be death punishment. So carry on. Caning is.
Wait. I'm writing it down. I'm writing it down on my assignment so that I won't forget.
Sure. So while the rest is waiting for him, you can continue to read what he's reading. What he's writing. Now, caning is one of the most common of all. Yeah, I like the way he said that. It's true. Caning is one of the most common, super common.
Most there. Give me a few more moments.
Okay. So while you're reading fast enough, you can see this one here.
Okay, done.
Thank you.
Though you should open it in the Google Drive so that you can see it.
I don't put in Google Drive. Hey, I'm sorry.
Classroom. Sorry, classroom.
Yeah, how do I put this in the Google Classroom? I think I will later on.
Actually, you just go to Google. You go to Classroom first.
Then put it inside there for everyone. Okay.
No. You open a web browser. Go to Classroom. Go to the creative writing and then you click on my essay. It should be updated though.
No, this one I did it on my MS Word. Separate.
Okay.
I copy and paste it. Then I want to send it, so I don't want to.
Okay, now mine. I changed it already.
Thank you. Okay, carry on, caning.
Like caning or timeout. Caning is one of the most common of all punish.
It's the most common of all, as it uses pain to teach children not to misbehave. I like this sentence. Okay, carry on.
As it uses pain to teach children not to misbehave. Wait, did I put in the full stop?
No, I don't think so. Okay, carry on.
No, I did. However, it will make the child constantly hate the parent that caned the child. Furthermore, it will make the child more disobedient. Make the child disobedient even more as the child hates the parent. Now we will talk about timeout punishment. Put Putting a child into timeout may be effective because it makes the child do some self-reflection with all the like concentration on it.
What is that
However,
concentration like? What?
okay.
Carry on. It's okay. Carry on. However,
the child would also spend his/her time silently filming in the corner. So, okay, so what now? As all of them are not suitable, telling him or her repetitive warning might work, and asking questions as to why did he/she do it might work too.
so you see, you did not complete your essay, but it's very interesting to start off to know that caning and time's out. Time out is a non-physical, is a physical punishment, but not as in a bad way. So as a reader or marker, we want to see the differentiation between a caning and a timeout where you stand at the corner and do reflections. But usually the silent filming will slowly tone down and cool down, because while he is processing his reflections, he might think that I should not shout at my mom and my dad. I should not throw tandems in the shopping center and not to buy this thing and things like that. So that would be a good one. So if you can further expand this essay, will be very good. Carry on, next one. Traveling. Yang Ning. Come on, your turn, Yang Ning.
Sorry, I was muted. Traveling by ship or boat is the most common way to travel over a short distance of water or a long distance of water. Do I need to put in the of water? Sure.
Yeah, I'm traveling over a long distance in water or sorry, this one is not of in.
Do I need to put of?
No.
Of, okay.
Yeah.
It is also the most flexible type of transportation as you can reach any island in the ocean.
I like that.
However, traveling by boat is slower and dangerous as you can take months to get across the sea. It is also risky as no one can help you immediately if you or your boat gets into trouble.
I prefer ship because the question is ship.
As in the boat gets capsized or you know poisoning or something.
Yeah.
However, traveling by plane, however, is faster. The aeroplane can travel over long distance in days. Instead of months, but it cannot reach remote island that only a ship can dock at. Furthermore, any accident on the plane, like engine failure or explosion of fuel, will result in lost lives. That's my argument for and against traveling by ship or by plane.
Okay, but it's very short. Carry on, number 3.
The lifestyle I have now is easy due to machines helping us with convenience. And what's the word? Oh, convenient and ease. For example, we have buses and trains for transportation instead of needing to walk over a certain distance. We also spend most of our time with electronic devices. For example, games, work, and others. In the past, there are no such thing as trucks, so people have to use carts to carry things. There are no buses, so people have to walk to get there. There are no lights also, so people cannot do things at night. These are the comparisons from past and now.
I would like to comment on this essay number 3 is that it says that the lifestyle I have now is like a bed of roses, as we are surrounded and armed with a lot of gadgets compared in the past that may make our life more convenient and conducive, not in the past. And please do not put the ETC there. I told you many times, etc., etc. If you put this in your exam, good luck to you. Some teachers are very particular with the ETC or IE. So take away that. So we don't use that. There are no lights. Okay, we are not talking about candles here. We are talking about electricity. Okay, take note about that. Let's go for number 4, please, the last one. Carry on.
Oh yeah, sure. After this, right, can you send me a copy of the what's
this one again? This one, yeah. I definitely want to send to Ipo, the rest of you. Yes, definitely. Yes.
Do you think parents should go traveling with their teenage children?
Carry
Yes,
on.
yes and no.
Mm.
Why did I say yes and no? You may ask. That is because there are some advantage and disadvantage of the arrangements. If parents accompany teenagers for overseas trips, teenagers may not have any fun because they cannot freely express themselves and have fun. On the other hand, parents worry for teenagers when they travel overseas because they fear that the child will get lost, injured, or abducted.
Absolutely, I agree with this one. Okay, you guys
So
are
do you
not
have
ready
any
to
teenage
travel,
children?
huh?
So do you have any teenage children?
Not at this moment. I got 2 adult children already, so they travel on their own. So I don't care. Okay, the only one is my little P3 child. The other 2 is already 26 and 22, so they can travel their own. In fact, last year my daughter traveled to Thailand. 2 years ago, after my son finished her NS, he went to Europe and other parts of the Europe countries and even Thailand and Taiwan. So yep, so it's good that study hard and also must enjoy hard. Okay, so let's move on to the next essay. I think Yifan also sent in, right? Did Yifan send this? Yes, Yifan, your turn. Yifan's, well, okay, yeah, Yifan is this one. Go, Yifan, your turn.
There is a sentence that's saying that.
No, there is a saying.
There is a saying that.
Remember, don't put no more puddings. There is a sentence that says, or unless you say that there's a phrase, or there's a idioms, there's a proverbs, but don't put there's a sentence. Okay, always say that there's a phrase. Write down, Yifan. There's a phrase, there's an idiom, there's a proverbs. Okay, 俗语说得好，你每次都讲俗语，他们说这句句子说得好，对吗？说俗语说得好，在家靠父母，在外靠谁？
朋友。
不对，在外靠金钱呐、这是我的说法，对不起。对，是朋友。
Don't misunderstand others.
I know. Thank you. Yeah， 在外靠朋友，对。俗语说得好，四海为兄弟。It's something like that. Okay, so there's a saying that spare the rod, spoil the child. It means, carry on.
That if you do not discipline your children with physical punishment, your child will be
spoiled. Yeah, carry on. So
Well,
don't put they. Don't put
Can I say something?
Wait, let her finish first. Don't mind because we are running out of time. Carry on.
Although many people think that the sentence is right, in my opinion, children should not be disciplined with physical punishment by adults or parents.
Now, keep your question for a while first. Don't miss the question. I don't like my student to
It's about grammar.
Where? Yes,
that says sparing the rod spoils the child, not spare the rod spoils the child.
Spare the rod, spoil the child.
Sparing the rod spoils the child.
Oh, okay. All right, carry on.
According to the information I searched online,
carry on.
Beating children will affect their thinking and their life. For example, if you are an adult and you beat your children very often, your children will start to think that older people can beat younger people.
So who is the older people? 你是讲老人家，就是说 who is the older people? Give me an age group. 你懂意思吗？ The older people, the range
I think
is very
she means
wide.
that when they grow older, right, they think that they can beat younger children.
Is that what you mean?
No, I think she means that as long as you are older than others, it's okay for you to hit.
Exactly, you see, there got a few versions already. 明白吗？以凡有不同的说法了，所以你一定要准确。You must be very accurate. Your older people referring to that children when the children grow out to become older, they think that they can beat the younger children who are younger than them. So 我就明白。So the older people, I thought is like a senior citizen. 你的奶奶爷爷还是那些老人家70多岁还是50多岁？还是 younger people 是什么年轻人？ So you must be very specific. It's okay, Carry on.
And they will start to bully people that are younger than them. Furthermore, if you keep beating and scolding your children, they will not trust you anymore and will not respect you too.
Agree.
When
This one very good. Can write this down in your somewhere in your book. Very good. Okay, Karen.
When they have some problems in their life, they will not
Bother to tell you.
It is not difficult to understand why children may have these reactions after an adult disciplined them with physical punishment.
I want to take note of this difficult and hard. All children take note. It is hard for me to understand you. Then make it soft law. Okay? It's always saying it's so difficult to understand you. 我真的很难琢磨你.我真的不明白你. Don't use hard. Okay? So this object is so hard that it cannot break. Okay, this thing is so hard. So when you tell people this thing is so hard, I means I need something to make it soften it, or I have to break it off. Okay? You don't say this issue is so hard to solve. We don't use the word hard. We use this issue is so difficult to solve. So when you have a difficult means the method, the methodology. When you have hard, it's more to a machine or a weapon or something or to make it soften up. All right, carry on.
If you still insist on the thought of sparing the rod spoil the child, then I will give you an example of a child who is beaten by his father most of the time. My younger brother is a naughty child. He
neither likes to. He neither. Okay, you pronounce neither. Uncle Raymond prefer pronounce it neither. Carry on.
He neither like to study nor eating. No one knows how to persuade him.
How to persuade my younger brother. Okay.
But my father thought being strict to him was a good solution for it.
For what? Who is the it? Carry on. Who is the person? Carry on.
So when my brother was not doing things that he needed to do, my father would beat him.
So you say when he was not doing the things, you should put that right down. Was not doing what thing? Was not following my father instruction. My father advice. 那个thing就是很模糊他不要做我爸爸告诉他做的东西。请问那个东西是什么东西？对吗？那个 instruction 话叫什么？instruction 是什么？跟着他的
指令
还是什么命令？对，谢谢。Carry on.
After a period of time, my brother became naughtier and often fight with my second brother. And of course, he does not respect my father and does not like to get along with him.
Okay, it is nothing wrong to put a bracket there. It is said that my father still does not want to change his mind and my mother was not to protect, so they quarrel over this. Okay, now I put that see me. The reason that if you put a bracket there, you must continue to say something after the bracket in a proper sentence. This makes me feel very disheartening and it's a dilemma. You know it's a dilemma, D-I-L-E-M-M-A. 这使到我很左右。左右什么呢？
为难。
Thank you， 使我左右为难。我知道我父母亲是用心良苦，可是我袖手
无策。
对。So how do you make this in the English? So it make me the whole thing. You put there a dilemma situation. D-I-L-E-M-A-A. Okay, Chinese you can say all these things. So the dilemma is understood that you are caught in between the devil and the deep blue sea. That you don't know whether you are being sandwiched to both parties and what you're supposed to do. Should this physical punishment really help my younger brother, or is it because this physical punishment make the whole situation worse? Thank you. Carry on, please. Thank you.
In addition, being disciplined to your children is not a bad thing, but not with physical punishment.
Okay, stop there. You saw the curvy bracket, Yifan. Okay, you must take note. In addition, I would not say I abhor. Write down A-D-H-O-R. Did I close it? Oh my goodness, so sorry. Actually, I want to type it out to all of you here. Okay. Okay, just copy down this word. Okay, I'm against to these punishments, but then again, sometimes it depends on situations. It depends on what kind of things. That nevertheless, 虽然如此, it is not advisable to have physical punishment. Carry on, please. I suggest
that adults or parents can change the way of punishment. For example, you can punish your children by letting them do chores or exercise for half an hour.
这个是不是你亲身体会过这样是吗？宇凡，对吗？你不用讲，我大概是大同小异，不是大同小异，我也是小的。I really understand how you feel. So once you're using this example, the examiner or the person will know it because maybe he or she.
Wait, wait, sorry to interrupt, but
Sure.
in the group chat, is it actually spelled as AP or AD? Because I cannot find any word with AD. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Is it P for banana?
Abhor, sorry, abhor.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, typing. Okay. Thanks. Now this abhor 就是is one of the very important word. Like another one is app here. Okay. Oh my goodness, luckily did I cancel the, oh my goodness, sorry. Okay, let's go. Oh, B, now I understand. Thank you. Abhor to it. Thank you. So 明白吗？ Ifan? So from this sentence is very good. So we can have different ways of punishing people by doing chores, like just like in detention. When you're late for school, you can go and pick up litters or stay in the class to write, I will not be late for school again 100 times. I find this is very stupid. I will not be late for school 100 times. Why don't
you get into internal suspension?
No, the internal suspension, you say you go and clear the canteen, the garden, okay lah. No,
I have been internal
school.
I have already been internal suspension for once. Don't ask me how. But all you do there, right, is you just sit at the corner. No, sorry, sit at the table and with the chair, right? And then you just sit there, watch everybody come and go. And I don't know whether they actually did it on purpose, but then they put it at a very high traffic place.
And then you sit there and do nothing.
And then one.
No. You answer my question. And you sit there and do nothing, is it? Just sit there and smile. Hi.
You have to complete some of your schoolwork, and then and then once in a while, right? Some people will just walk up to you and say, "Hey, bro, why are you in there for?"
Oh, okay. So this is like partly to shame you, maybe, I'm not sure, or partly to tell the rest, setting an example. Okay, 杀一儆百. Okay, something like that. But something like that. But to me, I always believe that if my student is late to come to school, I still respect him or respect her. At least 你知道已经迟到了，你知道你会被罚，你知道你会有去 detention， 你还有那个种来学校读书。I really respect you, no? Because you want to learn, you want to show respect to your parents, you want to learn something and achieve something. So every time when the latecomers, I will tell my student, okay, sit there lah. What do you want to use handphone? Use lah. Serious or you want to do anything too lah? As long as at the end of the day, your O level, your N level, you pass, I'm happy already. I don't care. You don't tell me the teacher in their life never late in their life before. The principal never late in their life before. That's ridiculous, man. This is how I believe. Okay, I know people may not agree with me. That I don't care. I believe as long as the student come to school, I'm very happy whether you're late or not. Because I've seen students never come out to school anymore. They are already 6 feet. You know 6 feet no? 就是进去棺材了，死掉了。Okay, 我的学生死掉了，那个不是更惨哦，对不对？ Okay, carry on, Ifan. I think these types of punishment, let me finish it now, are much better than beatings and scoldings than this. Last but not least, 虽然总而言之, okay, last but not least, I would prefer you to write in the next paragraph, okay? Please take note of this. It's a very useful words, but use it in the last paragraph. Last but not least, I think children are okay. Excuse me, we are not Americans here, right? We are British, so do not use okay. I know some teachers say it's okay to use okay in your essay to be okay, but I'm not okay. Ifan was like, excuse me, what are you talking? 就是说最好不要用 okay 在 essay 里面. I'm a very typical British marker. I don't like this type of words in my essay, like KID. Kids, I don't like that. Okay, so be more specific. we are doing a Cambridge exam paper. Unless you're doing SATs paper or TOEFL in the Americans entry, I'm fair with it, okay? All right, I changed it, all right? Okay, so if there's something wrong or not willing to do something, as everyone is not perfect, I trust that sometimes adult will like that too. What is the will like that too? I know what it means. I trust that sometimes adult will also make the same mistake. Also, adult will also have this kind of situation. 明白吗？你放 will like that too， 就是好像比较华文说法，就是我觉得他们也是大概也是这样做法。Something like that. So, but in English, you have to change. I trust that sometimes adults will also do the similar things like this as well. Okay? 明白吗？一凡 Okay, parents may counsel their child instead of scolding or giving a physical punishment. Now, by counseling sometimes may not work, so you need a third party to help in. All right. I hope all the parents in the world can understand how hurting the feelings are when the child is scolded or giving punishment by them. Excuse me. 你的奶奶、爷爷、妈咪、daddy 跟你都是 go through scolding or whatever way. This is how we learn. Either you learn in a very painful way or learn in a very nice, not so painful way. But somehow or other, we go through a process called what we call change. All right, a change that transforms a person. Right? So 所谓我们都讲过改过自新，对吗？ This is the saying. So how do we 改过自新? We have to use a different process. So when you essay, you will write down. So these are my thoughts that I think that the parents should have all these in place to ensure that the child learns in the right manner and to enforce that certain punishment is meted out to prevent this not to happen in the future. So they make them to have being enthusiastic about good relationship between the parents and the children. Okay, thank you so much. Because of time constraints, so but still, the last ones will be, give me a minute. I know I'm going to go for my next tuition already, but this is, I think it's Harry, right? Harry is Ipo, and is it Ipo or Ranchen? Ranchen, is it yours? Ranchen, is it yours?
Yes, it is mine.
Yes. So I just have a quick ones before I close it, but I hope I can carry on the next lessons. Now, your argumentative.
Do we have the person called caloric toast here?
Yeah, it's under Ranchen. Okay, so Harry, Ranchen. So very good. This is supposed to be like that. Guess what? How many words he did? He did it. Anyone guess? Without further ado, it's 867 words. Well done, Okay, you are writing a GP, no, Ranchen. You are set to, you're writing an A-level essay, my goodness. Okay, now look here. I would prefer you this part here. Now, if you have the choice later on, I'm going to put this in the Google Classroom. If you can redo it, that would be very good. But please do not have such a long paragraph like this. Okay, that's a quick one. I believe traveling by plane is rather one of the most. Why don't you read it? This paragraph only, then we call it the day count.
Sure.
No, sorry. Carry on.
I believe traveling by plane is rather one of the best modes of transport in the world. Even though it is the best mode of transport, there are still some advantages and disadvantages.
Okay.
Indeed, it is.
So you put that because. That will be because, after all, it is a controversial topic everyone is discussing. I like this part here. Indeed. Okay. All right. Thank you for the love. So you see, remember, stop it. Thank you. So as you see, this WS a structure, go and a good sentence, but too long. So I believe traveling is but say even though. So you make the contrast there. All right. So don't put cons and problems. Cons is already problem. You either put pros and cons. Remember, don't ever write this. All not just Ranchen, all of you. Okay. All right. So stop it, please. I'm ending soon. Okay. So cons and problem is actually the same. So you should put pros and cons, or advantages and disadvantages. Okay, take note of that. So it is a controversial topic everyone is discussing. So let me tell you what are the pros and cons. So if Ranchen, you can write like this. So it is a controversial topic that everyone is discussing. So ladies and gentlemen, let me have the privilege to talk about the pros and cons, the advantages and disadvantages by traveling by ships and plane. First of all, so let's start off with the advantages and pros. So you see the same. So let's start off. So my advice for any argumentative essay from now on, use this. Firstly, secondly, thirdly, lastly, or last but not least. In conclusion, I tell you this will be super duper safe. Because when you have this kind of way of talking and presentations, it's automatically, when you go in the real world, corporate world, is doing the same. So Mr. Tan and Mr. Wong, the chairmen of Citibank, let me talk to you. Firstly, why you should choose our product, blah, blah, blah. Secondly, blah, 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 I think this is good. And last but not least, why our products convince you to better than the competitors, but because blah, 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 blah. So in my conclusion, I hope you can consider these 3 points that will help your company to leverage from our products. Recently, I heard Pokemons and Levi's are collaborating together to form a beautiful partnership. So there you are. Liang Ling, you want to say something before I end the class, please?
No.
Just now you want to say something, right? I'm so sorry I interrupt you.
No. Actually not really, but then I think it's a bit nitpicking.
What is that? Say it.
But then usually, right, when you say advantage and the pros, right? You just say advantage, or let's start with the advantage, or let's start with the pros.
Yeah, also can, but don't put them together. Just say advantage, the pros. But I honestly, I know that students say the cons and the pro. But maybe I'm OCD. Okay, Yifan and the rest are Tian Xiang, Aitan, the rest of you, sorry, and Liang Ning, and Yishi and Ming Yu, sorry. Okay. I would prefer, if you are doing argumentative, can you do this advantages and disadvantages? And for those who are set 1 and 2, you are doing history and geography, use this. The advantages and the disadvantages, that would be better. Or the benefits, and those are not, or they call it the bane and the brooms. Okay, BANE and brooms. Okay, this one later I'll talk about it. IP students like to use this bane and broom stuff. Okay, which is similar to advantages and disadvantages. Okay, so thank you so much, Ranchans, because your essay is quite long, which I will send in the Google Classroom and take a look. Okay, but please do not put this. Okay, just I'll explain more in the next lesson. So the next lesson we'll be doing situation writing. I will want you to really take a look at one. We'll start off with an informal letter. All right, the informal letter. I will teach you the types of how to write informal letter. No point to talk about essay, but we have to be fair for the situation writing. Is that okay for everybody? Is that okay? I think all of you are express student, right? Express student. Wow, Aitan, I like your chair. Very nice chair. It sounds like in spaceship. Okay, thank you. Aitan, so far okay? 还可以吗? Everything okay, my dear?
Yeah.
Yeah, can you speak to me in English? Is it okay so far?
Yes.
Yeah, only one yes. You must say, yes, I have learned a lot.
Okay.
GG. Okay, guys, thank you so much. I'll see you next Sunday. And hopefully, thank you guys. Have a good and safe week. Don't get bullying you. All right. Thank you. God bless you. And see you next Sunday, 1 o'clock. Bye-bye.